Hello friends, SentinalH here, and welcome back to Civilization 6 Let's Play as Norway. So, in this episode, we're going to resume where we left off. We've got our ships all over the place, and we've just been fighting this little barbarian encampment. And I still love how it's made out of sheet metal now. We got to move our dudes up there to actually clear it out. And we've also got dudes over here. These swordsmen need to be upgraded into musketmen, so that our forces are properly, teched up. We're building an encampment over here to protect ourselves from Arabia, since they are definitely the person that we are upsetting the most right now. So we definitely need to watch that he doesn't try and attack us. I also want to expand down this entire peninsula down here. It goes all the way down to the bottom. I'd love to put a city around here to capture both to capture these horses and the stone. And I can't get. I don't think I can get the crabs as well. Well, I actually could if I put it here on top of the horses. But anyway, there's a bunch of there's stone and copper and cattle over here. I'd like to put another city like right over here, but we're just going to keep expanding. We're going to keep going all over the place and own a lot of cities all over this this place. I mean, if Scythia wasn't here, we'd stick one like right there. All right. So Nidaros can go ahead and build something. I want Nidaros to get up to 10. We're not going to build a settler. It needs to get to 10 so that we can get another district. So we were doing holy site prayers at some point. In 2 turns, it's gonna upgrade. So let's build something that we can get done in 2 turns or less. Let's build a builder. Builders are always useful. Okay, so now we have a wild card policy slot that we need to fill here with something. I guess one of my policies must have gotten obsolete or something. +4 gold and +1 faith from all trade routes. Yes, please. The amount of gold that this will give is huge. We've got currently 7 active trade routes. 7 times 4 is a lot of gold. And the more trade routes I get, the more I get, and I like getting a lot of stuff. So that's looking good. I don't really care about the diplomatic ones. So I mean, these purple ones, one of these would be nice, but let's just go with whatever gives us the most gold. We need lots of gold is basically where we're at. As you know, if we want to have this enormous navy, that's going to be expensive. These frigates are not cheap, and the higher level. Why is there a German settler here? And the higher level that we get, the more expensive those units are going to become. Okay, so Oslo. I really would love to buy this tile. I don't have enough money. I will next turn. So we're going to move over here. Just because I want to make sure Oslo has really good tiles that it can work. I mean, it's getting 3 food from each of these along with the 4 production, which is awesome. That they can gain all that food along with that production. Just makes those tiles excellent. We want to keep killing off these missionaries. They're annoying the heck out of us. So we'll sail our dudes over there. Obviously, because they're just missionaries and we're apostles, we don't have to worry about our apostles dying as long as we're careful. This guy might die if I attack again, so I may want to wait a minute. We now have our 3 farms right next to each other here in Nidaros. So once Nidaros gets its next citizen, if it needs more food, it can work that, and these will all get boosted by the feudalism and that stuff that we talked about in the all about food episode. Let's go into the water.
Our city.
I don't care about our city-state neighbors making requests. Oh, did we just meet Sheol? Well, no wonder it did that. We just met it. They want me to train a ranger. They've got relationships with everybody, and they're influenced by. Wow, Pericles really likes Sheol. We're never gonna get it. But Sol, I mean, it's pronounced Sol. But if we put an envoy here, we'll get 2 science. So we're gonna end up doing that. Hopefully Pericles doesn't get upset. I mean, it's not like we're taking the darn thing. I'm only gonna put 1 dude there. So we need to keep sailing these guys up to our territory, so I can upgrade this quadrim into a frigate. Well, it'll upgrade to a caravel because it's melee. Very important because I want the admiral. That admiral can make an armada. So if I wanted to get some quick units, I could do that, but I don't need to do that because I make 2 units at a time anyway. Do I have the ability to do that? I think I do. Actually, no, I need to keep that in vision in case another dude shows up. So we'll alert that. Basically, when I think I have the ability to create cores and stuff like that. Take the 2 units and put them together. She's going to give me 15 gold for 30 turns for 1 iron, and I have 2 iron, and 15 gold for 30 turns is nice. Does she even have the money to do that? She also wants open borders. I will not give her open borders, but she still wants my iron. So, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. 2 iron isn't helping me any. Well, actually, no, wait. Let me think about this. If I only have 1 copy of the iron, that means that I need an encampment in order to make units that require iron. So, should I not accept the deal? Should I accept the deal? I'm going to accept it because I don't think I'm going to be making anything that requires iron. My units now require niter and coal and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not making swordsmen anymore, so we'll give her that for 15 turns. She can give us a lot of gold. Or 30 turns. We're going to need a lot of gold. And gold is what we need right now. And I know I just gave her some... So, somebody just declared war on Scythia because now Leventa went to war with her. That's why she wanted my iron. She wanted some help. She wanted some help. Stop it! I know all this. Why are you doing that? Oh, come on. You're blocking me? I hate these guys. Although I couldn't get past them anyway. There's a mountain there. So yeah, I would have had to sail around here anyway. So the mountains go all the way across, completely cutting it off from the rest of this place. It's not a problem. That area up there isn't really very great anyway. I want to keep killing off these dudes. I think that I'm actually much better at killing the Buddhist ones because they don't have this bonus from theocracy and apparently religious orders. Like his are... No, his are still at... What do you mean minor defeat? Are those his on the left and mine on the right? Okay, so I can't fight him. Oh, that's really annoying. So I can kill this guy's missionaries, but I can't kill his because they're too good. And that frustrates me greatly. We gotta keep killing these Muslim missionaries, though. We don't want them. I need this guy to heal, so we're gonna go to Stavanger and just have him heal up. Okay. Production in Christiansand. Obviously, we've got the coal here. It's great. So, what do we want in Christiansand? 1 turn, and it'll get another population. What tile is it going to grab next? Oh, really? That crappy tile? Come on, you got all these nice tiles over here. Go ahead and grab them. I guess it grabs the ones that are closer first. It's just annoying. I wish it would always grab the best ones. But, you know, what can you do? You can't do a whole lot. You just gotta, whatever the game does, you do. Okay. So I wanted these guys to grow, which is why I put them on like a food focus. I'm going to take them off that later. It's really slowing down production of a lot of stuff. Let me see. Great people. We're going to get this guy, obviously. None of them are getting these. Do none of them even have trade routes? We're going to get the Admiral, of course. The less war weariness is going to be awesome. We can't steal a dude from anybody, and we're nowhere near getting anything else. Although we are actually beating Japan for science by 0.2. So if I start running those science ones, the scientific things at the bottom here, I might actually be able to grab it before he does. So for Christiansand, let's just do some commercial hub investments, because I want to get money. More money, fewer problems in this game. We're going to need a market, because there's nothing better. Market's great. And then my quadrime can come again, so we're going to keep moving the quadrime. Dang, look at all these missionaries. Catholic missionaries, Buddhist missionaries. I'm just not playing the faith game like they are. Like, they are cranking out these missionaries, man. It's crazy. I need to start knocking down capitals before these guys start, like, accelerating and actually start, like... you know, getting towards a religious victory, because I do not want them to win a religious victory while I am trying to win a domination one. And you've got to be careful if your opponent is trying to win a religious victory. You've got to be really careful with your domination. I read that it's possible to accidentally win your opponent a religious victory if you are knocking down cities. The reason for that is that what happened? What did they say happened? Oh, I forget. By taking a certain city, it reduced someone else's religion enough to make this person have more than 50% of the world following theirs, which caused them to win, which sounds crazy. Okay, we have a 63% chance to seal a tech boost. If he discovers us, then he'll lose respect for us. He already doesn't respect us, so I don't really give a crap. But that could go from a denouncement to a declaration of war. But if he declared war on me, he would be the stupidest dude ever, because my military is enormous. My ships are all over the place. My ships can destroy his units that are embarked. He would never get a unit anywhere near my island, and even if he did, he'd get obliterated. So let's accept this and hope that they succeed in stealing that tech boost. I really want tech boosts, because I'm going to need them. I really don't like this Mamluk being here. I'm going to need the tech boost because I'm a little bit behind on tech. Not very much, so it doesn't really matter that much. But I'm a little bit behind on the tech, so we're just going to use that and see if we can catch up. I hope we can, but, you know, whatever. Just going to... wow, there's a lot of the dudes. Of course, Seoul being on a tiny island, their military would be almost completely ships. It would be really dumb if they had, you know, a bunch of units just sitting there. Listening post completed. Listening post just gave me some, like, information. Oh, yes, I do. I want to be friends with Pericles. It's kind of odd to me that Pericles is the one who wants to be my friend, but I don't know. I guess Greece doesn't have as big of a problem with perceived warmongers as these other guys do. Oh, come on. I mean, oh, darn it. Mariv has been converted to Islam. I don't like that. Where's the dude I was killing? I was killing this guy. I'm not going to kill him this turn, but once I do kill him, it'll lower the Islam in the area. We worship memes. Okay, nothing else. I don't want them taking out my religion. Okay. So, not that it really matters so much. I'm not really doing a ton of religious stuff, but I like my religious boosts, and I don't want theirs. And I don't want them to get boosted by me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So, here in Mariv, we require some things. We've got 2 builders now, which is fantastic. We are going to check and see what Mariv is already working. They're working, of course they're working the mine up there, because why wouldn't they? That would be really stupid not to do that. And they're also working, no, I want to click on Mariv. They're working this sheep right here. So that's why this guy is going to the sheep. So we're going to upgrade both of those so that they'll get a boost. We're going to attack this, and of course our frigate will get damage because it's a ranged attack against a naval or melee guy. This guy comes over here. And he can't actually go up on this turn. He has to wait because there's a forest there. Oh wow, come on. More missionaries? Why did he not follow? Like he is, it was a weird glitch. Like he is still linked and they are still following. It just looked weird. Okay. So we've got another builder in Nidaros. What we want to do here is... now Nidaros is 10 as well, so we can go ahead and build another district. And let's see. Well, we're short on amenities, that's for sure. We've got the Colosseum over here. We've got this guy. Once this builds a circus, we'll be good. They're building a builder at the moment, and we don't have access to the circus, at least not yet, I don't think. So what is this builder going to do? Well, this builder... Let's click on Stavanger and see what... Stavanger is working this tile, so we should actually send this builder over here to build a lumberyard on it. It's not a hills, so we can't put a mine on it, which is disappointing. Because we love mines. Stavanger must not be a very attractive place, because there's no way it can look good, because it's got mines everywhere, and people don't like them, apparently. We're doing commercial district. Wow, we could get +5 gold from this? Holy cow. I mean, we're not going to do it because we don't want to lose this stone. I mean, we'll gain 5 gold, but we'll lose 2 food and 2 production, and so we'll only gain 3 gold. It's stupid. So we're going to put it here, but that's a lot. +1 from the adjacent district, +2 from harbor, +2 from river. Yeah, it's too bad rivers don't stack up every single tile of river. It's just got to be one river. We're going to put our commercial district here from the start. We're going to do it. Commercial hub goes there. We'll get another trade route when it's up, and we'll have access to markets and banks. We'll get a ton more money from the Daros. Okay, in Bergen we have the university. I'm so used to buying it with faith because I always take Jesuit education. I didn't have access to it this time, I don't think. No, I didn't. Otherwise I would have taken it. Bergen is going to build the university because it's going to. We want it. Obviously, it's going to give us more housing as well as more science. Science alone would be worth it. Now, I do want to get a district. I really would like a harbor because I want a harbor over here. We could go ahead and build the harbor, and we could put it right there. We would get +1 gold from the adjacent sea resource of the fish. So we get a gold, and we get a harbor in 12 turns. The question is whether we want to get something else before we get the harbor, but I don't really think we do because sailing the units all the way around this horn is really annoying. So I want a harbor. Basically, I want Mariv to be able to produce units for in this body of water over here. So it'll give me one additional location from which to field my my navy, and the more places I can, the more easily I can field my navy to the entire world, the stronger it is. You know, my navy's not worth anything if I can't actually get it to places. Okay, so we have that mine now, and now in Oslo we are fully mining all of the niter, working this nice little farm. We're working this quarry, and then we're not working anything else because we don't have enough people. But we're going to get more people in 2 turns, and so it's quite obvious that the best thing to do now is to go down here and improve this with a pasture. Because pastures are quite nice now. They've gotten quite a few upgrades. We're going to keep those units over there, protecting us from Arabia. And we're going to keep coming up. Wow! Seoul has just so many units. Yeah, that's quite impressive, actually. They got a lot of units. Bjarkøy, of course, has no defenses, so I might actually want to. I mean, it's got a musket in it, but I might want to send someone else down there. Bjarkøy can also build a harbor over here, so all of our cities can have harbors, which is what we want since we're a naval civilization. Okay, the apostle needs orders, and his orders are to basically just rest and repair. We can't defeat this dude, the Buddhist dude. I mean, it's not going to happen. We're just going to keep building the Ruhr Valley. You better not stick a settlement here, Germany. That would be the stupidest thing ever. For one, the city right here would not be able to sustain itself. And 2, you just can't do it. 1, 2, 3. He could put it right on top of the rice. Like, it would be actually possible. There's 3 tiles here, but it would be super stupid. I don't know why he's even got a settler over here. There's nowhere for him to settle. I'm pretty sure that my cities are close enough together that he can't settle in these little cracks. So the Caravel is attacking a frigate, which I'm not worried about. It's a frickin' frigate. And, yeah. Scientific theory is complete.
Enacting new.
Come on. Okay, so let's get over here. We now have scientific theory, which means we can now get +1 food from plantations, so let's see if they're even better. Research agreements, and we can get Oxford University. I do want Oxford University. 20% science in this city, so it'd be nice to have it, but we'll see if we can fit it anywhere. Steam power would, of course, be awesome. We can get ironclads, which promotes our caravels. But I very much want rifling. I want to get riflemen. So in order to get military science, we got to go ahead and get printing. And that'll get boosted, actually, once we get our second university, which will be up in... Because we've got one over in Stavanger, and our second university will be up in 5 turns. So we're only going to research this twice, 2 turns, and then we're going to switch off to something else. And then you know, it'll get boosted and we'll be able to do it. So Pericles is really far ahead on the civics, but of course that makes sense. He's got his things that make him quicker. What are they called? He's got his special theater districts, Acropolis. Colonial taxes would be so nice for me if the continents worked like continents, but they don't. It's like a block radius. So all of my cities are on the same continent, even though it makes no sense that they are. I really want to get to urbanization. Of course, scorched earth. I don't know. I want to get all this stuff. We're going to get colonialism anyway. We can get a great person and we can end the episode. So, we have now recruited Joaquim Marquez Lisboa. No idea. I don't believe I pronounced that right. I know how to pronounce Joaquim Marquez, but I don't know about that last name. So, we're going to recruit Joaquim Marquez. And where is he at? I want to see him. I want to see where he is. Here he is. Joaquim Marquez accumulates... Oh, I have to retire him to accumulate 25% less war weariness. His passive is the +5 combat strength and +1 movement to modern and atomic era naval units. If I retire him, then I accumulate 25% less war weariness than usual. You know, I'm feeling like that's probably the best way to go, because 25% less war weariness is awesome. The reason that everything started to go downhill in my civ when we were at war with Scythia is because of the enormous amount of war weariness that I was accumulating. So accumulating less of that would be fantastic. Let's attack and kill this missionary with our apostles so that we can reduce the influence of Islam. And there we go. Our city now worships memes again. We will now need to rest this apostle so we can actually heal because he's almost dead. But if we do a quick look over the world, we can, you know, see where we're at. So the memes and the Catholicism and the Buddhism. Of course, the Buddhism is over here where Japan is, and he's been spreading it quite effectively around this entire region. Of course, over here in Athens, he hasn't hit it yet. And apparently, Greece is not worshipping anything. Did I steal that? Was that the stolen tech boost? Like, did that work? Stavanger doesn't have enough food. That's a problem, but we'll fix that later. Next episode. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. There will be 2 Civ episodes this weekend, which is great. But, you know, of course, you know, all the uploads are at the mercy of my working schedule. So thank you guys again for continuing to watch and support the channel. Like and comment the video down below if you did enjoy it. It helps me out a lot. And thank you so much for watching. I'm SentinalH, and I'm signing out.